Hi, you guys. This is part two of the series on how to bring about world peace. In the first part, I spoke about silence, the power of silence, to integrate all the feelings that are coming up in our body, all the past wounding, so we can feel and heal. That will give us a lot of strength going forward. One of the reasons we feel so much anxiety inside is because we haven't had this practice of just sitting with our emotions, feeling our feelings fully. So the idea of silence is for that reason. The second part of the two-part series is to stop censoring ourselves. Self-censoring is a plague among us because it doesn't allow our inner voice, our conscience to speak, which is divine feedback from our higher self, from our heart. You don't have to have any religious beliefs to know this. There's a part of you that wants good. There's a part of you that loves deeply. And we have to get in touch with these parts going forward in order to make a more loving world. So when we censor, we are responding to programming that the matrix has put on us to not speak out, or that our parents have done. There's been a lot of conditioning through socialization, our family, religion, all sorts of things that make us afraid to speak out, that make us chameleons to what we think that particular situation requires, rather than being authentically who we are. So speaking out is our first step to rediscovering our authentic self. And when we do this, we become connected to our true self. We feel more peace. We also bring more love into the world, because when we do this, people hear truth. They hear someone who's not afraid to really be who they truly are. And this is very attractive. This is going to be happening more and more because we will be seeing a lot more injustice in our world. And all of our hearts are crying for world peace. They're crying for more love in the world, for more health to be demonstrated. I am a health professional. I have a strong background in kinesiology, managed fitness centers for years. I know a lot about nutrition and health, but I also know a lot about psychology. And I do a lot of somatic healing work. And this work is to help us release trauma embedded in the body. We all have trauma. We can't escape trauma being born on this planet, which is basically run by sociopathic leaders who are controlled by a source behind them that most of us know very little about. It started many years ago with aristocracy. Now it's corporatocracy. The corporations run our world. But because the frequency is going up on the planet, they are going to be pushed off. And we are going to go back to a world that humans did know before they came on this planet, that was peaceful and loving and nature ruled. The power, the love of nature. And we all absorbed that beautiful love frequency and that light into our bodies constantly. We are beautiful light beings. And once we become more authentic and stop self-censoring, we're going to love ourselves a whole lot more, instead of playing an actor in a part that we don't even know. Jim Carrey talks about depression being something that happens when we aren't real, when we play a character. And I believe that's very true. And as I have stepped into my authentic self, which really came about strongly after a 2-week ayahuasca retreat in the Amazon. Yes, I've done that too. And it was truly amazing. And when I came back from that trip almost 10 years ago now, I just couldn't stop speaking the truth. And it has had all sorts of repercussions in my life. Generally good, but not easy. And my practice of sitting in silence, I've been meditating since I was in my 20s, like a long time ago. 30 odd years ago, I began to meditate, and it has had incredible results in my life. Now, we don't need to have any fancy meditation techniques. See my little talk on silence for about that. We just need to sit in silence. But the other thing we have to do is stop censoring ourselves. If there's certain people you can't be around without censoring, stop being around them, or be around them as little as you can. And follow things that feel really true from a heart perspective, things that aren't censored. Where I live right now in Canada, I cannot even put these videos out through BitChute or Rumble, which are two platforms that do not censor us, because we're censored. So sadly, when I try to put that on social media, they're taken down. The Canadian government will not let you put out any broadcast from Rumble or BitChute or any of those truth-speaking platforms unless they meet every language requirement for every authentic national language in Canada, which means all the First Nations languages. What is there, 100 of them? A lot. And French and English. And who can do that? It's impossible. We're being taken down. So plug in while you can. There will be other platforms to come up. Reach out to me if you want more details. But truly starting to allow ourselves to stop censoring ourselves, allowing ourselves to speak out, will give us such a feeling of empowerment. We will begin to really love ourselves more, and we will attract the people we need to be with. As we stop censoring, we will find people that we're really comfortable being around and who will take care of us in the years to come. If the World Economic Forum or other places choose to silence us because we won't go along with certain things, do not be afraid. This is an incredible time to be alive. You are going to witness miracles and devastations in the years to come. But these two things, going into silence and stopping to censor yourself, will bring you into a place of peace where you will be able to hold yourself so lovingly and be the most loving parent for yourself that you always wanted. It's going to become very beautiful, but we will have some hiccups first. So be gentle. Keep giving yourselves more chances to get it, which there is no it. It's just progress, not perfection. And love yourself. I love you guys. Keep the faith. It's going to get a lot better. And make sure you stop censoring.